Next question comes from J. Dios, and he asked, how much of your time will you focus on the Raven TV channel? How much time do I spend on I want to focus on the Raven TV channel? Not nearly as much as I do on this channel, because this channel takes a lot more work to upkeep than Raven TV. Raven TV, all I gotta do is set up a microphone and play, and then put it into an editing program, export it with my intro, and then upload it. Relatively no work at all. For Raven TV, I have to record it, I gotta snip it, I gotta cut it, I gotta edit, then I get to export it, make sure it looks right, and then upload it, and all that good stuff. So I won't be putting as much. Raven TV is more of a fun channel for me. It's just me just getting my voice out there more than anything, because this is more of my acting side here on Raven to Raven, and over on Raven TV is more of my let loose kind of chill side. It won't be as serious, if you can call this channel serious, as this channel, but yeah. And he asked, what do you have plans for it? I already mentioned that with the other question. Next one we got from, I'm going to butcher this name, Imashformation. Sorry, I can't say it. And he asked, if you could go back to any point in your life and change something, anything you've done, what would it be? That's probably the deepest question we've got. So let's see, if I could go back in my life and change something, anything that I've done, what would it be? Man, that's a daggum tough one. Man, come on, brain, help me. If I can go back and do one thing that I've done, because really I've lived my life with, for the most part, no regrets. I really don't regret anything in my life save one particular area of my life. I talked about it in my other FAQ. I don't want to raise those feelings up again. If I could go back and change one thing in my life, what would it be? I know this is going to seem strange, but if I could go back and change anything with the knowledge that I know now, I know this seems really shallow, it seems really weird, but I would go back to when I first started here on YouTube 3 years ago, and I'd actually tell myself, dude, do this now. Like, start doing Larry and Jack videos back here. That's your niche. That's what's going to be funny. Do these steps to get your name out there and all that good. I go back and tell myself what to fix, because if you look at my channel, I've been here for 3 years and I have 237 subscribers to say for it, and that was because I just spent so much time trying to be like everybody else and not be me. That's just honest. I tried to be a reviewer and I wasn't a reviewer. Tried to be an LPer. I'm not an LPer. Tried the fact that I like doing LPs. That's why I'm over on Raven TV. I tried to be a chef, even though I love to cook. Being a YouTube chef's not going to be my niche. I'm not an achievement hunter. I don't have enough patience. And just, I go back and get myself to not do all the videos that I did that I've already deleted, that didn't get any views, and focus more on the acting side of things. So, probably not the deep answer you were wanting for for that question, but honestly, like I said, I live my life mostly with no regrets, and there's not really anything I'd go back and change. So, there you go. Now, speaking of my boy Luminary Weekly, he actually asked a question. He says, you have an interesting acting style. What is your background? My background from my computer is a picture of Princess Daisy and Princess Peach, and it says 2 girls, 1 up. That's my background. I kid. I actually really have no background whatsoever, like serious training. Back in the day, for elementary school, I played in a lot of plays. I played the Scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz. And with my church, I did a lot of dramas. I did a lot of acting, a lot of dancing, a lot of human videos, and For actual training though, I'm just a good imitator. I can mimic things really well, like most actors should be able to do. My two biggest inspirations for learning to act and be a little bit more animated and stuff is definitely the likes of Jim Carrey and Robin Williams. I love those two to death. Their acting always made me laugh, always amazing. They're really good because they can flip from serious to silly in 1.2 milliseconds. And they had a lot to do with me learning how to act crazy, changing my voice to mimic things and make people laugh, because that's one thing I like to do. I like to change my voice and act like a different character. I mean, right now I'm talking like me, and right now I'm talking like Larry, and right now I'm talking like Jack. So I can change my voice whenever I like. It's just a talent that I like to do. I need to go to the Costco and thank you come again over the 7-Eleven all the time. It's just stuff I do. I like to make characters out of voices like that. Boogie kind of opened my eyes to that world with his Francis and stuff videos like that. But as for actual background of learning how to act, I ain't got much. I would act in, like I said, I acted plays and dramas and skits, human videos. I even choreographed, believe it or not. It's like, oh my God, he choreographs too. Oh my God, what we in for? But gosh, but I'm just eccentric, I guess. I'm eccentric. I'm out there. I'm not afraid to take risks. So that's pretty much my actual background as it comes to acting. Just people who influence me trying new things. If it works, good. If it doesn't. C'est la vie. And that's it. I really don't have much more. Next question comes from another question from the Noob Dan. He actually says, another question. Which of your characters do you think you're most like in real life, and which one do you enjoy playing the most? Of the characters that I've created, you guys have only seen 3. You've seen Johnny, you've seen Jack, and you've seen Larry. Hands down, the one I act like the most in real life is Jack, believe it or not. Jack is the happy-go-lucky, pick on you, laugh all the time, just out there kind of guy. And I'm more like, believe it or not, I'm actually more like that than I am with Larry. Larry is definitely my inner geek. He's the anime freak. He's the video gamer. That's a big part of me. But that's not what many people see when I'm out there. They see the happy-go-lucky, joking fella. And I know y'all are really confused about that, considering how many more Larry videos than there are Jack videos and all that good stuff. How I talk about Larry all the time and not Jack. But that's just because I just haven't made any Jack videos yet. I plan on making more. But actually Jack and Larry are going to be starring in a new video relatively soon that I came up with the other day. I'm all over Twitter about it. I said this idea I came up with, like, it's insane. And hopefully I can get it out before anybody else takes the idea and does it. So, more on that later. And the one I like to play the most, I actually do like playing Larry more. Like I said, I act more like Jack in real life, but to actually put on the costume and act like Larry for videos, I enjoy that a lot more because I get to let my inner geek out for a little while. So yeah, Larry's definitely my most fun to play with, and Jack is the one I act like the most. Johnny, I know he's not even up there. Johnny, I used to have a temper. I used to have a temper way back in the day. I snap like that, and that's what Johnny represents. So you won't see him much. I hate to say it. I just wanted to get another character out there, and he was it. And I have 2 or 3 other characters that I'm going to introduce somewhere down the road with random shorts. But for now, you got me, the Raven, you got Jack, and you got Larry to really keep you entertained. So there's that. And on the moderator, that's our last question is, I actually have a couple other questions in the actual video. I need to go back and actually, I don't know which one it was. Was it this one? I think so. Yes. Let me actually go there. Anyway, the last question on the actual moderator is, do I enjoy being tall? And I have to say, yes. For those of you who don't know, I'm 6'4". I'm 6 feet 4 inches tall, and I love it. It's not the fact that I like to look down upon people, because that's kind of stupid. I just like the fact of being tall because I can help a lot more people that way. My mom is actually 5'2". My dad's 6'4". 5. He's 6'5". He's an inch taller than me. He's 6'5". I'm 6'4". My brother is 6'10". So she married and breeded a bunch of giants, basically. And I actually always figured somehow I would marry a short person, because I always loved short people. Short people made me laugh, not laugh, made me feel good, because I got to actually bend down and hug them and pick them up and all that good stuff. And even though she's shorter than me, Panda is actually 5'10". She's just a few inches shorter than me. So that's interesting. I'm gonna have some big babies. So I love being tall. I love doing it. And there was 2 other videos. Oh, here's one from Mr. Henry Blazer 20. He and I actually had a scuffle back in a couple of days ago, but he actually asked me a question, so I'll go ahead and ask. He says, if you were a hot dog on a deserted island and there was anything around to eat, would you eat yourself? So the question is, would I die of starvation or commit suicide? That's basically the question he's asking me. No, I'd probably just starve to death. I wouldn't commit suicide because I don't believe in that. So, yeah. I think that's it. I think that might have been all the questions. Let me double check. Because some of them actually posted questions on the actual video itself. That's where that one came from. Here we go. This is from Mr. Norby14. What's up, Ray? Can you play an instrument? No. No, well, I take it back. I know a few chords on the guitar. I would love to finish learning the guitar, but for actually being able to play it well, no, I can't play any instruments. I'm good at doing virtual instruments, like in programs like Fruity Loops or FL Studio, whichever way you want to call it. I can do virtual stuff, but actual instruments, I've never actually been trained or learned how to do it. I would love to. I mean, I would love to be able to play guitar, because back in the day when I first learned guitar, I found it boring, but nowadays I would love to play the guitar. Panda actually has one, and she's learned to play, so we're going to learn together, hopefully here pretty soon. Maybe you guys get to see it here on the channel. Who knows? Is there any more? Of course you bet there's if I remember, I used to play People Just Chill. Thanks for the shout out from Luminari. Peace, dog. I think that might be it. Yep, that's it. That is all the questions for this FAQ. I want to thank every single one of you guys who asked me a question to answer. This was a lot of fun to do. I don't know how much time I've done on this video, or videos now. I know once I'm done recording. So it could be 2, might end up being 3. And if I'm really unfortunate, it might be 4. Oh my god. So I'll go ahead and get that edited tonight. I'll release the first one tonight for sure, and try to get the other 2 done throughout the rest of the week. Real quick before we go, another episode of Borderlands is going to be uploaded. It's already uploaded on Raven TV, so go check it out. And the next set of videos you'll see after these FAQs are done will be a mini-series involving Larry. Larry's going through some rough times right now in the gaming world, and we'll see how that develops. So look forward to that. And as we get closer to 300, that's the sooner we get to see the special video I have planned that could go viral. So make sure you guys tell a friend, tell a buddy, tell somebody about me, send them my way, tell them to hit the subscribe button, and tell them it can't hurt. I mean, I can't bite you. I just can't. So that's it for me. I'm going to go finish up. Peace, guys. Oh, of course. Go to Raven, subscribe more.